Because it's been making here, because you're doing great. It's been a while since I actually last made a video on games, and honestly, I actually missed it because I actually missed making game videos. And the last, if I remember correctly, the last game video that I made, it must have been Clash Royale or Clash of Clans. Yeah, from this both one, I don't know, but yeah, I'm back with another gaming video, but this time it's a video on a guide. It's a beginner's guide, kind of. It's a beginner's guide, and it's of the game Genshin Impact. Yeah, that's right, Genshin Impact. It's like right now, it's my most favorite game out there, and it easily falls as the best mobile game that I've played until now. And you know, so this game is an open world. This game takes place in an open world game, and as a beginner, you're not going to understand one thing. It has loads of things, so many characters, so many stuffs, and it's actually more complicated than you think. It's actually more complicated than you think, because not only do you have to level up your characters, but there is something called ascend, and then you even have to and not only you have to level up your weapons, you also have to ascend them. And not only that, you even have talents. And then we have the last but not the least, artifacts. We'll get to this afterwards. But for now, let's as a beginner, what should you be doing? So as a beginner, you're going to start out with with both the siblings running away from running away, and an unknown god comes out of nowhere, captures, and you choose captures your sibling. It captures your sibling, and yeah, so on and so on. So when you start your journey with Paimon, you're going to come across a lot of shiny things, and let me tell you that no matter how many shiny things you come across, take every one of them. Don't leave any one of them. It's true, it might not come in handy right now with the adventure rank you're in. It might not come in handy for the next 20 adventure rank, but in future you're gonna need it either for ascending a character, for ascending a weapon, for talent level material, or you're gonna need it. That's the thing. Or for food, you're gonna need it. So any and every shiny stuff that you come across, take them without thinking twice. You need it. You might not need it now, as I said earlier. You might not need it now, but you will need it at one point of time. Like there's a lot of shiny stuffs here. You're gonna come across some iron chunks. You're gonna come across some plants. Yeah, as you can see here, you're gonna come across a fruit called Sunsetia. I don't know how to pronounce it actually. So you're gonna come across, just take them without thinking twice. Just take them, and you're gonna come across so many things. So don't leave any shiny thing. Don't think. Now we'll be coming to the second thing, that is the artifacts. As a beginner, you're not going to understand anything about artifacts, and honestly, it wasn't until AR 38. I was in adventure rank 38, and I got folded by Raiden Shogun, and that's when I understood how artifacts actually work. There's nothing to be depressed about when you're a beginner. So first things first, as a beginner, there are artifacts ranking from 1 to a 5. The weakest being the 1 star and the strongest being the 5 stars. But there is a catch. As a beginner, you're only gonna get 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 stars artifacts. So that's that. There are like literally a lot of artifacts, and when you will be continuing your journey, you're gonna get confused as to which artifacts to use, which artifact not to use. But we'll come to that point later. For now, let's see what is artifacts, how does it work, why do we need it, and stuffs like that. So basically, first thing you gotta know is that every artifact has 5 sets. this is the Archaic Petra artifact, best for Geo users, and I use a 2 set for Zhongli. Every artifact has 5 sets: a flower, a feather, a sundial, a goblet, and a mask. I repeat, a flower, a feather, a sundial, a goblet, and a mask. As you can see, there is the set includes, and this is for Archaic Petra. Now you will also get for Retracing Bullet, that it also has a 5 set, and that is a flower, a feather, sundial, a goblet, and a mask. Every artifact out there has 5 sets. Even the 1-star one, even the 1-star artifacts, even the 2-star artifacts, even the 3-star, even the 4-star, like this. This is Archaic Petra, and there's a difference between this Archaic Petra and this Archaic Petra. The difference being this is a 4-star, and as you can see from the background is purple. It means it's a 4-star, and the golden, it's a 5-star artifact. So now, how do artifacts work? So you're gonna notice one thing when you progress through your journey, when you continue your journey, that you have leveled up your character to the max level allowed until the adventure rank that you're in. You have maxed out your weapon, you have maxed out the character levels, and yet your character underperforms. Well, it's a work of artifacts. And artifacts are important. It depends on the kind of characters that you use and which artifacts you want to give. So as I said earlier, that every artifact has 5 sets. So best I show you the full set that I have of one particular artifact, and this is Blizzard Strayer. Blizzard Strayer is especially for cryo users, and it's the best artifact that you can give to cryo users. As you can see, my adventure rank is 45. I reached adventure rank 45 today. As soon as I did, I got the 5-star artifact. So this is the Blizzard Strayer artifact, and it's the flower. So as I said, you get 5 sets. So you have a flower, you have a feather, you have a sundial, you have a goblet, and you have a mask. So the flower and the feather, they have permanent stats. Every flower you take is an HP. It's stat. It will only give you a stat of HP. Its stat never changes. As you can see, it's HP. It doesn't have various stats. That is to say, and HP. This also gives HP. This also gives HP, and the feather gives you, however, attack. Every feather gives you only attack stat. It doesn't has a different stat. Now you might be confused as to what I mean by different stat. If you look at this, this is the sundial. This is the sundial. This sundial gives me the stat of attack. But if you look at something else, some other sundial, it gives an HP. This artifact, this sundial, gives HP. While this sundial gives me attack, while this sundial gives me energy recharge, this sundial also gives me energy recharge, this sundial gives me a defense, this sundial gives an attack again, HP, defense. So the stats for the sundial varies. You can get a sundial which gives you a stat of HP, which gives you a stat of another which gives you a stat of attack, another which gives you a stat of energy recharge or a defense. Same goes for the goblet too. Even the goblet is the same thing. Like this goblet gives me geo damage bonus. As funny as it looks, to be honest, I didn't want to. It's a geo damage. Kaya is a cryo user, and I've given him geo. The only reason I gave him this artifact, this goblet, is to unlock the 4-piece set bonus. I'm gonna come to this set the 2-piece set bonus and the 4-piece set bonus later. For now, let's just focus on the different stats that the goblet has to offer. So this goblet, its name is Nobles Oblique. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. Let's just Royal Silver Urn, and this is one of the best artifacts in this game. And this artifact gives me attack, an HP, and a stat of attack, and this gives me a stat of HP. As you can see, just look at this. This is the main stat. And this artifact gives pyro damage bonus, this gives cryo damage bonus, this gives electro damage bonus, this gives me HP, this artifact gives me hydro damage bonus, this also gives me a hydro damage bonus, this gives an attack. So as you can see, it also gives a defense, it also gives a hydro damage bonus, and so on and on and on. So this gives an electro damage bonus. You see the stats of the goblet also varies. It doesn't has a permanent stat. It doesn't give just only a single stat. Same goes for the mask. This mask, laser terrain mask, gives me HP. This mask gives me a critical damage of 44.1%. It's a great stat. This gives me HP. This gives me an attack. This gives a critical damage. This gives me attack. This gives a critical rate. This gives a attack. The mask also doesn't give just one stat. It gives a different stat, except only if the flower and the feather gives just one stat, that is permanent stat, that the flower gives an HP, the feather gives an attack. Now, aside from the main stat, there is something else also that's called substat. Substats. Now, what are substats? You might be wondering. So the substats are these, your faded texts, that is attack plus 14, energy recharge plus 12.3% critical damage, plus 12.4% defense, plus 5.8%. Well, these are the substats. So aside from the main stat HP, this particular artifact gives me some other stats too. It increases my attack by 14, not percentage. Mind that, it's not percentage, it's attack by 14. It increases my energy recharge by 12.3%. It increases my critical damage by 12.4%. It increases my defense by plus 5.8%. Every artifact, every set gives you a substat. So this artifact, this feather, gives me the substat of energy recharge by 9.8%. It increases my energy recharge by 9.8%. It increases my defense by 30. It increases my elemental mastery by 13. It increases my HP by 215. So these are the substats, and every set gives me a subset. This is some shit subsets, like. So you can see it gives me an HP of 4. It increases my HP by 4.2%, and again it increases my HP by 191. It increases my attack by 31. It increases my defense by 17. So every set gives me gives me a substat and a stat. So it goes for every artifact. Even for this guy, I've given him an exile feather. It gives me a stat of HP. As I said, flowers only give you one stat, and that is HP. And the substats, it gives me an HP. It increases my HP by 7.5%. It increases my critical rate by 3.1%. It increases my critical damage by 5%. It increases my energy recharge by 5.2%. So I haven't maxed it out. I might not max it out, at least for now. Okay, I've already said you about artifacts and how many sets do they have. They have 5 sets: a flower, a feather, a sundial, a goblet, and a mask. Now it's time to explain what is 2-piece set bonus and what is 4-piece set bonus. Well, say every artifact gives you bonus, and there's only 2 types of bonus. One is 2-piece set bonus, and the other is 4-piece set bonus. If you look at Kaya, I have a set bonus. I've activated both the set bonus, that is the 2-piece set and also the 4-piece set. So activating the 2-piece set bonus will increase my cryo damage bonus by 15%, and 4-piece set bonus, when a character attacks an opponent affected by cryo, the critical rate is increased by 20%. If the opponent is frozen, critical rate is increased by an additional 20%. This is a monster for cryo. This is a monster stats, monster bonus. So every artifact gives you a 2-piece set bonus and a 4-piece set bonus, except for some. I hope I still have the one. Like this. You're going like this Tiara of Flame. this only gives you one piece set bonus. Like it doesn't has any other set. As you can see, this gives you one piece set bonus only, and that is affected by pyro for 40% less time, so it's not much. Every artifact gives you 2 piece set bonus and a 4 piece set bonus, and if you wish, you can have different, like you see, Makaya has the whole Blizzard Strayer set, and I've activated both the 2 piece set bonus and the 4 piece set bonus of Blizzard Strayer. But from my Traveler, I have a Berserker piece set bonus and Viridescent Venerer, which is I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry for that. So if you wish, you can use different artifact sets of, like you can have two Berserker and two Blizzard Strayer, or you can have a whole 4 Blizzard Strayer, or like this Traveler, like he has 2 Berserkers set and 2 Viridescent Venerer set. And if you wish, you can just have a set bonus of 2 piece. It's not compulsory. Let me tell you, it's not compulsory it's not compulsory that you need to have 4 sets of the same artifact. I repeat, it's not compulsory to have 4 sets of the same artifact. If you want, you can have 2 sets of Archaic Petra, and you can have 2 sets of Blizzard Strayer. If you want, you can have 2 sets of the Exile, and you can have 2 sets of the Lava Walker. If you want, you can have 4 sets of the Lava Walker, 4 sets of the Exile Feather. It's up to you. It's up to your build. If just look at my Zhongli, he has a flower of Archaic Petra. He has a feather of Heart of Depth. He has a sundial of Archaic Petra again. He has a goblet of Royal Silver Urn or Noblesse Oblige, and I have and the mask is of Gambler. So it's up to you, because right now, as of now, I don't have a better build than this for Zhongli. So that's the reason. The whole artifacts, and every artifacts are different. And if you look at my Traveler, he also has a different, like he has Exile Feather. He has 1 Exile Feather, Exile's flower. Sorry, he has 1 Exile's flower, a feather of Berserker, a sundial of Berserker, a goblet of, damn, I hate this name, Viridescent Venerer, and mask of VV. I'm gonna pronounce it as VV. So these are the things. So this is how 2 piece set bonus, how you activate the bonus. For activating 2 piece set, let me just say it in more simpler terms again. If you want to, for activating the 2 piece set, you need to have 2 sets of the same artifact. And if you want to activate 4 piece set, you need to have 4 sets of that same artifact. Like you need to, if you want to activate the 4 piece set bonus of Blizzard Strayer, you need to have at least out of 5 artifacts, you need to have at least 4 sets of Blizzard Strayer. It can be anything. It can be that you have the feather, the flower, the sundial, the goblet, and not the mask. No problem. The thing is, you need to have 4 sets of 1 artifact. Bottom line, that's the thing. So I've said about artifacts and how they work and what's their job and how to activate the bonus and stuffs. Now coming to the truth, or let's say coming to the bad news for beginners. To be honest, the real game of artifacts doesn't start until you reach AR 45 or adventure rank 45, if I say so elaborately. Because before you reach AR 45, you're not guaranteed 5-star artifacts. Like, take me for an example. My adventure rank was 43 and I only had 2 5-star artifacts. But now, as soon as I reached AR 45, I competed in I completed some domains, and I now have four 5-star artifacts. Look at it. This and this and this. This is the four. I have 4 5-star artifacts, as you can see on the screen. On the screen, I just recently reached to AR-45, so I don't know much about. I actually didn't know much about this. According to veterans, the real game of artifact doesn't start until you reach AR-45. So that's a bad news for beginners, because when you're below AR-45, you're only gonna get 1-star artifacts, 2-star artifacts, 3-star and 4-star, and you have to make do with these ranks of artifacts until you reach AR-45. And it's not that you won't completely get, because you're rarely gonna get, you're just rarely gonna get 5-star artifacts, not that often, like how high adventure ranking players get often, you know. And that's the news. And that's the bad part for the beginners, that you don't get to have 5-star artifacts. You just rarely get, and out of 20 artifacts you win, or out of 20 artifacts that you claim, there's only a 1-2 chance that you're gonna get a 5-star artifacts. The other are all gonna be mixtures of 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. It depends, you know. So that's the bad news. That's the bad news, you know. So guys, this is it for beginners guide, and I really hope this video has helped you and has given you a much better insight on how artifacts work. And I hope this video was beginner friendly, and I hope this video will help you enjoy the game more, and will help you understand the game more. If this video has really helped you and you have gained knowledge on artifacts, do drop a like, smash the subscribe button, and tune in. And I plan to make another video on Genshin Impact, and it's similar to a beginner's guide, and it will most probably be on, you know, as a beginner, what you should prioritize and how you should be continuing your Teva journey. If you have any doubt, and if you're not able to understand if you're not able to understand an artifact, comment down below. I will, if it's within my understanding, if it's within my knowledge, I hope to help you guys, and I will answer to it. Do comment below if you need a video on a beginner's guide, or on something that you are not understanding. And if it's within my power, and if it's within my knowledge, I'll be sure to make it. So bye guys, do drop a like and smash the subscribe button. Bye guys.